I think you got distracted for a second.
Nikki, you always get distracted.
Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to me being silly and the Scalect Civil War. Where we last left our heroes, they were beating the shit out of this monstrosity. Shall we resume? Okay, so for the
I like how
first
swift that
time,
was.
Alencia, you get to play as Hop.
Oh shoot, that's
So
crazy.
I'm gonna give you access to their sheet, so you can do as such.
All right, let's take a look here. That's a lot of key that I can burn through. How many can I use in a single turn?
You might not want to use all of it. Maybe the worst is yet to come.
That is too funny to me. How much can I waste their resources?
True, actually.
Well, luckily Hop can stand up for
What?
Oh no,
less.
it's no. They took out the field. It's not going to be doubled anymore.
It's normal.
Oh, it's not there. Then why's the word up there?
That's how much Hop can see.
No. The circle. That's Hop. That's Hop's blind sight.
Oh, never mind.
The other thing over here, I think that's spiky growth.
Yeah, that what Biran did last session.
I'm up. I'm gonna jump up over Alencia and punch with my poison knuckles.
Like, okay, so does he make a con save? Does he make a con save?
I don't use weapons because why would I? Where
I
are
use my fists.
I use my fist?
No, you're forgetting his catchphrase. You're forgetting his catchphrase. No.
I don't know. What did he have
Catch
a
these
catchphrase?
hands! Catch these hands!
Better catch these hands.
A flesh drag. Catch these.
What? Okay, that one confused me because it spun and landed on a 17, but told me that the whole total is 17. Okay, that hits, actually, though.
Aha.
Orange.
That means you gotta make a saving throw for me. Oh shit.
Constitution variety.
He's got some fat con.
I get to do it again. Catch the other hand.
Whap.
Crazy.
Does he?
Catch these toes.
Bonus
Catch
action.
these kicks. Put on some shoes.
Bonus action. I will do it again.
Hit.
Wowie.
Ooh, that one was teetering. I almost lost. Alright. Congratulations.
I did it.
Ba-ba-ba-da.
Slither.
I didn't have to use any key.
Hop continues to punch the being, despite it being dead. Did I get it? Just kidding. The creature half sloshes into the sewer water, and the other part is just there. Tongue
That sounds
sprawled out.
I shall remain stoically quiet while I eat some tacos.
Nice.
Delicious. You search around its body and you're like, huh. Can't really see it.
Why am I small?
Oh, because you turned off Thickishi.
I didn't even turn that on.
Yeah. You notice after the combat, she sort of calms down, but her size doesn't change.
Huh.
The key fragment is probably in this thing. Give me a moment and I'll look through it. No, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Defaulting your token. Because you're editing the one on the map. And that's why when you activated Thickishi, it did that. Okay, now, when you activate Thickishi, it should turn you thick, and then turn you back to this. There you go. Fixed.
Why am I not getting smaller?
It seems your friend has become large category size.
Huh.
Now she big,
I'm gonna go.
big slave.
I'm gonna go.
Why am I not getting small?
Yo. Ugh. I
Maybe your
picked
mother
the
would
wrong side to fucking walk on. Hop. There we go. Well, I'm gonna move this one all the way to the door. Alright, as you walk up to the flesh creature and sort of take a quick look around, it's not holding anything and it doesn't seem to have anything strapped to it.
Sends Orochi to look for the pieces.
Orochi will look at you and go, I'm not getting inside that. I was about to say, you might want to assume that this creature may have ate the person that had the key.
I've got the carving.
I
Look
was
how
just
small
gonna
this thing is.
say.
Look how small this thing is in my hand. It's actually a knife size now. What the hell?
Okay, your harmonizer is on Nira right now. Remember?
I thought she gave it back after the fight.
Oh. Why is it still in her inventory? Alright. I got a dagger.
Yeah, I thought she gave it after the fight because she was...
Yeah. Anyway. There you are. Okay. You're gonna have to make an investigation.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Oh my fucking god, this is even funnier. Alright. What's everyone's passive perception?
9.
9. Right.
Mm-hmm.
You
Perception?
definitely don't
9.
notice.
19.
Is it the number in the brackets?
18,
Mhm.
yes.
12.
Yours is 12, and Alencia's 19. Okay. Biran and Alencia. You see as Itshi starts scraping through and their harmonizer, and you swear for a moment you see something shiny go flying outwards and go bloop into the water.
Oh dear. Someone's going to have to get wet.
Itshi starts
Yeah,
tearing through the
roaches, it's in the
stomach and
water, go
looking
get it.
through, and she just shrugs covered in blood and gore and be like,
Koarl.
"Hang in there."
Koarl, there was a shiny thing that dropped into the swamp water. Do you think you can get it?
Can I get it?
I know you have your trusty raincoat handy.
Can I investigate with Mage Hand instead?
The water is murky.
Look, if it's a problem, I'll get it. I don't mind getting dirty.
I mind. You will not go in there.
Just somebody get it. Doesn't matter who.
I mind. Don't.
Fucking kind
What do you
Bubbles
want to
holds
put
up
Kenny
their
out?
Bubbles holds
Covers
up
his
hand.
covers his sleeves, or covers his hands in his sleeves.
You're making me lose concentration on this.
We'd greatly
The fuck
appreciate
is
it.
investigation.
Meanwhile, Nextro's just in the corner, like playing with the swamp water with his hands. He's like, "Yay!" What are we doing?
If you don't want to do it, Koarl, I can ask Colin.
He already is. He's already in there.
Yeah,
Alright.
so almost immediately you spot it and grab it. Though, and just barely, as Ichi's rummaging around and moving, she almost, like, moved it around too much. But you got it quickly without the thrashing of Ishi as she's still looking for fucking the puzzle piece.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
Koarl emerges
Got it.
from the water.
Can we
Got
leave
what?
this place now?
Oh, it's not the puzzle piece. Whoops. And that's 2 out of 3.
Alright.
Let me put it in Koarl's inventory.
Yep. It's 2 out of 3, so now we have 1 more to find.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry, after you.
Yeah.
Slaps
thing I-
both of them into the door.
He'll just kind of look up at Ichi. Last thing I want is to get on your mother's bad side. I know what yours looks like.
And while you're all heading back to the door, we still have 1 more piece to find.
I'll go find it. I'll be here.
Who has the piece?
Koarl has 1 piece.
The 1 piece!
Uh,
The 1 piece is real.
one
I
of
guess
them was
we-
in a chest, so it could be Hop that has it.
Alencia. I was gonna say I could.
Pretty sure it's Alencia.
I think it's Alencia.
Well, if they have a piece, I could try. I could try locate object now. I actually have something to go off of.
Yep.
Oh well. Sadly, Alencia's AFK, but I assume she wouldn't be opposed to the idea. It makes
Probably.
the search easier.
They probably wouldn't mind. You guys are, after all, a couple.
Then I will take it. I'll examine it, and then I will take a moment to cast locate object.
All right.
Where are you at?
It points you directly forward.
Ah.
Is it accurate?
Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah, it is accurate. All right. It seems like it's pointing you towards the twins. At first, you thought it may have been past the twins, maybe in the water, but upon closer inspection of the magic, it seems to be pointing you towards one of the 2 twins.
He'll like walk past him. Wait a minute.
Now that you're closer, it's actually pointing specifically to the one that was captured.
Hey,
They both look at you. Can we help you?
yeah, you wouldn't happen to have found anything shiny while you're in captivity, did you? Looks kind of like this. and it'll show
Not
him.
that I know of. I was unconscious for a lot of it. And then they... I remember partially waking up on a table.
Oh,
Don't tell me it's inside them. Inside one of the twins.
because I don't
Oh,
know
right,
how much you guys
Byron.
know about magic, but I casted a spell that lets me see where something is, or at least points me in the direction. And it's kind of feel like it's coming from you.
How about
She's
you
like,
two go?
she puts down clackers. No, it doesn't move with clackers. No, she
How
was
about
holding
you
it.
two move away from each other?
All right.
Which way is it pointing?
It points towards Nisha.
Does that mean
Nice.
it's inside her?
Well, you better not be.
Are you kidding
I mean,
me?
the last one was literally inside of a giant freaking monster. I mean, knowing it in a
Darling.
person isn't the
Hmm?
most far-fetched assumption.
Is it alright if I do a physical?
Right here?
Or
We can all
around
live
the corner?
space.
It's nothing intimate, I promise.
Looks away respectfully. Looks away respectfully.
Oh, all right.
Alright, come with me.
They're in contest with bubbles respectfully.
And she'll just move all the way over here.
She'll just... yeah, the mother will probably come with, just in case. She's not trying to hide or anything. She's just letting you do what you need to do, but she's watching. She has just met y'all. She isn't 100% trust.
I'm going
Okay, medicine check.
You're using gloves.
Yeah, she's basically going to close her eyes and use her key to examine whether it's something that's been digested or perhaps inside her skin somewhere. So here we go.
All right. You notice, she has a few wounds that have been sewn back together, and it is inside her, but it's not inside her stomach. It's in a different organ altogether, but it seems like it was surgically placed inside her.
Oh, that's unfortunate. With a surgical hand, put it there, which means a surgical hand needs to take it out, and I'm the only one qualified to do that. Well,
She looks around. Not the most sterile place for one, but...
No, but I am very clean. And she will reach in her medicine bag and take out a bunch of, like, styles, adhesives, and, of course, scalpels. I use key to numb the pain, so this will not be pleasant, but you also don't have to look at it. It will take about 5 minutes.
Before you start, I have an idea.
Yes?
She will rummage in her bag. Ah, always nice to have one of these handy. I am too lazy to write this one down in my spellbook, but I do purchase them often.
Oh, that's actually very handy.
Alright. Nisha can lay on that.
Just keep looking up at the ceiling.
I bet Ishi's probably... Well, she doesn't know unless she can hear from that distance. It isn't
What?
like it's not. Well, you guys are in an enclosed like sewer pipe, so it is going to be semi-echoey.
With her key, she will constantly use healing hands to basically make sure everything is in her body maintains homeostasis, and will just start fishing for the organ that has it. Basically, making the same incision that the other perceived surgeon made.
You'll see the scars. Well, not the scars, but you'll see the stitching and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I will need a medicine check.
All right.
Nice. Carefully and with extreme precision and steady hands, you manage to carefully remove the puzzle piece from out of her spleen.
What the fuck?
How horrible. As soon as she carefully takes it out, she will dump a healing hands on her with the full key.
Yep.
Which I will go ahead and use.
And max healing.
Nice.
And then the wound covers up without any sort of sign of a scar or stitching. It's all over. No more pain. No more discomfort.
She will look at the object in your hand. What the?
You didn't even know it was in you.
No. All I
They might
know
have
is
done
they
other
told me I
things.
was charging something.
Do you know if you have any other scars on you?
She starts looking around her tail, and
I'll help look.
nope, doesn't seem to be any more. Other than marks and stuff from whatever they put her through.
Poor child. But at least it was painless. Maybe a tad discomfortable, but
Right.
we should be ready to move on.
Here you go, Alencia. Here's the last puzzle piece.
I have a career for me if this doesn't work out.
You always were good in the medical field.
That's true. I have done it for 5 years. I got the real thing now. And she will carefully place it in the last place it needs to go without triggering any runes.
Ready to catch just in case.
All right. I also gotta grab Hop. Here we go.
Or hop. The NPCs go marching one by one. Or,
As you place the last and final puzzle piece, you'll hear it click, and you will watch as all the magical runes look like they burn and dissipate and sort of disappear. All right. Arrange yourselves top to bottom. Top being front, bottom being back. Mira is going to be back here with the children. Hop will be up here. Bubbles will be on top of Koarl. Just kidding. Next to Koarl.
What the?
I will use healing hands on Hopper real quick.
Hold on, hold on.
I think of it as a 4x4 square. Simple as it is. Or not 4x4, but
Oh.
I think that's
Oh.
what she's wanting.
hop heals that much.
God, you take up so much fucking space, man. It's
Thanks.
I'm gonna put you there for a second, so I
Why?
double.
You said go where we want to go.
Yes, but the door is on the walkway is only so big. Oh, actually, it's quite big. Never mind. He could have been that way. I just wasn't sure. Okay. Get ready for the next map. So you walk in, you sort of see the glow of something strange. But this area seems to be partially illuminated. Oh god,
I still
food
have some
smells so
minutes.
good.
Careful, quiet steps, please.
You see a forked path.
I don't know. That glowing door over there seems very ominous.
Well, you would see the glowing, and then the three archways, which Itshi, you would recognize. Those are scanners. Mostly for diseases and other things.
This other path just rounds the corner, so...
Around here, you think it leads into other areas. But you do know that sometimes these things are archways are just outside a laboratory.
Whatever is over there is most likely important
Very different from what's on this side, so.
and worthwhile in checking it. But
If that's the case, we're not constricted by time. We could start with the least important and move up to the...
and if anything, it's probably a laboratory, if anything. It's based on the archways.
Right. Well, I suppose...
Speaking of which, there is no going silent about this if we go through those. So
But there is options.
Hey, the brain that doesn't really exist physically.
it still does exist.
Okay.
It's magic.
All right. Once I move all of you
Can
up,
I do a magic test? A magic roll?
just a moment. As you get closer
Nice.
to the device, it is going to scan you. Now that you're a little closer, you can make me Arcana checks. Sort of, Alencia, Itshi.
I was looking through the brain this entire
Yeah.
time.
Hey,
I was
Alright, that's
looking
good.
through the brain. Does this do I get to, or
The reason I said those two is because they've been around this tech because of where they come from.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
from the Dominion. You're a
This
ice
stuff
little
is
boy?
technically a little bit more advanced. Koarl's from the Wildlands,
Oh well,
just outside the Scalect Dominion. He grew up basically near the Sylvan Empire. Well, Hexenvale, which is literally like the gateway city to the Sylvan Empire.
he's a
Anyways,
farm boy?
yeah. And that's how Biran met Koarl. Biran was wandering through the wildland forests. I bumped into little Koarl. And then he ate a
literally, I mean,
spoon
I was small
and
back
wouldn't let
then, but he
go.
was smaller.
mhm.
I bumped into him.
We were small.
Small,
All
harmless
right,
creature
Itshi.
turns into
Small.
smaller,
Well-
harmless creature.
This thing isn't bad. It's going to detect if you have any diseases or anything like that. It isn't going to detect anything else. You're quite certain of that. It probably will unlock the doors once it sees that you're cleared.
Yeah. Well,
Are
as long as
any
we
of
don't
you
have any
diseased?
diseases, it's not to my knowledge.
The Biran will look at it closely.
Me and Hop can't be diseased.
I'm sick as fuck.
I'm tired.
As
Tired
long
of
as you don't
being
have
here.
What do you mean?
diseases,
Period.
it won't go on.
Wait, what do you mean you
That's
can't be
stuff.
diseased?
I'm a
You're a
monk.
monk.
I was talking about purity of body.
Oh, why is it only?
Did you not?
Ah,
Surprised you didn't change it for any
Thank
of the
you.
other features.
thank you for telling me about that, because both you and Hop did not actually have those conditions on your sheets. That's good. Okay,
And
so
Hop?
in totality, Hop has purity of body, I think, right?
Yeah, he's also a Gripply. I think he's like double poison.
No, wait. Purity of body, that was 10th level, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's 10th level.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if
He's
they-
just immune to
the
he's
second
just immune
condition.
to poison, and he doesn't do anything silly. If you guys want, your characters can, or Alencia could quickly do a medical check on each of you to make sure that none of you are carrying any diseases that may set it off.
He was
Yes.
gonna walk right up.
Yeah, of course. Give me one moment.
I've got medicine proficiency. Could I?
I'm sorry, I'm not
check
giving you any
myself?
time to eat your tacos.
I just finished. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Please don't ever say tacos again.
Echoes.
Taco. Anyway, that taco. There ain't no tacos here, buddy. Get lost.
Ain't no
Anyway,
taco.
sorry. With a 32, as you check each and every one of your party members, none of them seem to be diseased. Mira looks at the machine, looks down, realizing something. The other two kids are fine. Verigo is also fine, and Bubbles isn't diseased, but could carry diseases, but she doesn't seem to have any weird things within her slime body, so you think she's safe.
I'm not sure.
You
if
guys
this machine
could have
can-
picked up diseases while in the sewers, which is why that's why this thing's here. Anyways,
Good thing I didn't.
yeah.
Especially with all those open wounds I had in those waters.
I don't know if this thing can detect false positives for different races, but for now, I'm going to assume that all of you are free of disease.
It's pretty advanced. And that's, yeah.
In that case,
Miss Elf, I don't
Yes.
know if I caught your name.
my name is Alencia.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
I have a request.
Of
You seem
course.
to be one of knowledge of medical and not medicine. Unfortunately
yeah.
for me, I carry a disease. It is not contagious to normal beings, but it is contagious to genetics. Do you have some sort of way of removing or cleansing someone?
Let me make sure I'm not talking on my ass for a second.
You do have
Physician's
something called
touch?
Life Giver.
Life giver. Oh, yes, that. Yes, I do. I do actually. It takes a bit of energy, but if it helps you accompany us, I would gladly do it.
There's no way I'm making it through those gates without that. even if it suppresses it for a time, it'll at least help.
Do you know what this disease entails? Because I'm sorry if I missed it.
It is a debilitating disease that I unfortunately gave to our only heir. All of the daughters were unharmed by it. But it is a disease I carry. It debilitates the body for making them quite weak and unable to gather strength. Over time, it will eventually kill them. It is why there is not a lot of males on my side of the family.
You see. Then this is quite serious. And she'll place her hands
Yes.
very slowly with consent and just closes her eyes and channels her key pretty much directly into her immune system, trying to find the source of it and then focusing on that to just neutralize it.
Yeah. The medicine check was actually 100% to check if you catch Mira's disease.
Mm.
But yes, you managed to suppress it for a time. It's not like it's debilitating her specifically, but she's a known carrier of it, and she thinks this thing will detect it. Yeah. Now your characters know a little bit more about Isshi's family. And also, if you remember Isshi's original, one of her goals was to find her brother and stuff, now you know why he had a debilitating disease that, well, Scalect transmitted disease.
Bruh.
Bro. God damn it.
Quite clever. Well, Miria, it may not feel like much, but this scanner can attest that it is no longer affecting you.
Thank you.
She bows.
So, yeah. The other character is actually played by another player, and yeah. Now you guys know the origin of his debilitating disease, but he's actually learned to take care of it with magic. Alright, as each and every single one of you goes through, the light goes extremely green, and the door unlocks. Huh? Oh. You hear a voice? If you're here with the shipment, come on in. We're expecting you. I'm just working on something on the desk. You can hear it coming from the right-hand side of this place. But as you open the doors, immediately you will see scrap golems that seem to be made out of some sort of steampunky-esque way. But compared to the Crystal Empire's golems, these things are chopped liver.
Oh.
Lesser golems, essentially, but still golemancy at its finest.
But also just the portal to hell over there.
Alencia will try to put on a polite stature, a polite voice, and walk first inside.
Oh.
Yes, hello.
Across to your right, you'll see a elf that seems to be hunched over a desk, sort of messing with something. You see him have tools and other things sort of laid about the desk, and he seems a little scatterbrained. Alright, I'm gonna zoom the map out for the players, or for, well, chat. to see the rest of the room. It is big.
Let's say we'll begin to approach.
All right.
Pardon me. Pardon the intrusion, however. We are not the
In-
shipments that you were inquiring about.
Intrusion? What? He turns around. Oh.
Itchy, please.
Oh, he's just gonna grapple him. What the?
What are you doing?
Oh. Well, okay, before you got too close, let's say about here, they will instantly hold up a spell book and be like, halt. Do not get any closer.
Itchy.
IDs? Or state your inquisition.
Our inquisition is to make sure that no one is being hurt. And we were scouring across all sewers to make sure.
I see. So you aren't with the Von Chartres after all. That's unfortunate.
No, I'm afraid not.
What to do, what to do, what to do.
As for right now, I wish to ask some questions.
You can ask from right there. Get any closer. I smash this crystal and you go blind.
Well, that sounds like a good starting point. What is that crystal you speak of?
We have you surrounded, at least from this.
Why don't we go about this peacefully?
Itshi, if you look below you, there's some brass knuckles in there. Nice. There's some
Nice.
sort of flamethrower of some kind, but it seems to be has like not steam coming off of it, but some sort of smoky mist coming off of it. You will see what looks to be an ashtray full of smokes and stuff, and a strange magazine that's wide open. And anyways,
Yeah, whatever he's working.
Hey Nikki,
yes,
could I ready an action?
sure. I will say the thing behind Nextro, he'll look inside and be like, "Oh God, yep,
Byron's
not
gonna-
opening that."
Byron's gonna like perk up a little when he hears that if he smashes the crystal, they'll go blind. He's gonna like slowly move his hand towards his belt where he has his where he has the gun,
Oh, right.
and he's gonna ready an action. If the guy turns to smash the crystal, he's gonna smash it first. See if he can blind him.
And hey, Nicky,
Yes.
can I roll a martial check?
Nice. You want to roll a martial check?
Yeah. Is this a man immune to the charm condition or anything like that?
I mean, he is an elf, so
I'm trying to
Can't be
make sure.
put to sleep.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm like seeing if, what his things to charm is.
Just a moment. Oh no. Alright,
Mm-hmm.
I have to refresh. Boundaries breaking on me. Yes, they do have advantage on charm conditions generally. He's not immune to charm, sorry, but he does have advantage against it.
Yeah, I thought so.
I see.
Though, you don't know whether or not he's telling the truth about the crystal. That's also one thing.
So we should roll a check.
Well, again, I was asking questions, and the first was, what is that crystal?
Crystal? Just kidding. It's some sort of crystal that seems to be suspended at the moment, but while it's suspended, it sort of waves and floats, almost like it's a liquid. But it's being held by each point as if solid. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Put the bucket over her eyes.
She will say, I'm not sure what shipment you were expecting, but we were quite alarmed to know that the key to even enter this place was stitched inside the body of one of our friends. So naturally, we have a bit of reason to be skeptical.
Indeed. But you're also coming into my territory. Right?
We seek answers,
Mm,
and you don't seem like the outgoing type.
when push comes to shove, I show colors. There's
I'd like to
no...
make another martial
I
check.
am also not the only worker down here.
I
But
noticed
if you
this
want
door.
access to the Von Chadra's estate, it'll be through that door on the other end.
She'll look where he's pointing.
At the other end of the hallway, you see a door that seems to be a large purple ornate door.
I see.
So, glad you see it.
Is that? Sorry.
Is that what?
I was saying, does this guy have like? Is this guy like that one scene from Metal Gear Rising? He just has the anime girl pinup magazine on his desk.
Kinda, yeah.
I thought I was the
Wow.
only one thinking it.
But it's like page wide open and just on the desk. Even though
I
we
maxed out my
never...
credit card playing Genshin Impact.
Even though
shit.
we've never perfected Zoraya's cloning, they're formidable still. Are you done with threats, or are you just gonna chat?
I think we'll chat some more.
Yeah,
I would like
another-
to know what your business is here, what your job entails.
My job entails collecting mana. Or something. Boss
Something?
didn't completely entail me with that knowledge. All I know is I'm here to collect and do research on whatever they bring me from the school. Sometimes it's organs, sometimes it's valuable artifacts, or it's a person. Sometimes in one piece. Those ones
And
are
you
my
don't have a
favorite. I don't like dealing with just organs. Not much to do there.
well, if you don't like it, then why are you still doing it?
Because I get paid to do this quite well.
Can I make another martial check?
Yeah.
I doubt that's a...
It seems you care not about the condition of other folks, so I'll just continue to ask. What do you need these organs for?
The organs they bring me, normal organs they bring me, are generally circuits. You know? Ones that allow us to cast magic and things. Not everyone is so blessed with such a thing. It is rare-ish. And it just depends on your conditions. I extract magic from those beings.
Against their will?
They don't really know it's against their will. They think they're just playing a game sometimes. I make them run, do exercises, just do anything to extract such magic.
Including locking them in cages and torturing them.
Ooh, that's Inquisitor's job, not mine. I don't need to poke and prod anyone.
She will sort of look back at one of the sisters just to look at how just mentally and emotionally she's kind of assumed to have suffered through this process while she was down here. I guess I'll just technically make an insight check on Nisha.
Indeed. Are you done? Or is there anything
Oh,
else you
sorry.
want
What was the
to
insight check?
ask me about? Oh, the 20. All right. You're inciting
Nisha.
Nisha. She
Yeah.
seems like she's handling it pretty well. She's handling it better than you'd think.
She'll turn back around to this elf and say, "What if I were to tell you that the Inquisitors are no more, and that they will no longer be conducting these kinds of horrendous experiments?"
Has the king finally caught on?
She doesn't answer that.
What jurisdiction?
The fact that they're all dead.
He laughs. Doubtful that you killed them all. But your confidence definitely does boast well.
It's been a long journey.
I bet it has. But this isn't some sort of resort. This is a laboratory. A very...
Can I ready your shadow?
Their eyes are consistently darting to each and every single person in here, looking at each of you. They're fully aware of what's going on right now.
Can I make a one last martial check?
Sure.
Please tell me his wisdom save.
+9.
Eesh.
May I ready?
I don't think that's
May I
gonna work.
ready a shatter question mark?
A shatter?
Yeah.
You could.
Alright.
Alencia will continue to speak and say, so you don't care whether means justify the ends, but you also don't know what the ends justify to begin with. You're only working for your higher-ups, and that's all you're using your extraordinary talents for.
Extraordinary is correct.
In that case, I think there are better uses for your talent. I could call up my boss and have you work on something similar, but for a much greater cause.
Interesting proposition. What can he or she pay me?
We are all on
Do you
this
have
payroll.
a way of contacting such to perhaps maybe give me a take?
She holds out a sending stone.
Oh, baby. I don't even know if this fucker is awake.
Charles?
Oh.
Oh, not.
Yeah, it's probably not.
He's got a
Knowing
child
this-
now.
With the way
Yeah.
this guy sounds like, I feel like we could easily use Nostradamus' name and not worry and not have Rakan come up.
Oh. That's an interesting one.
I'm not saying he's saying that. I'm saying that so the party knows about that.
Sure.
Just that's a name we have of someone who also dabbles in experimentation. That's a little outside of the legal aspects. If this guy knows that name, that might be a bargaining chip where we don't have to risk Rakan coming up.
Okay. So you're gonna hand him your
No,
sending
I'm just holding it up to show him.
Oh. Well prepared you are.
We did come here with a purpose, and you could be aligned with such purpose.
Sure. If all of Vander and Ziltara were here, they would have gone down here by now. But seeing as it's Errolor here and not the heads of the family. Oh, you tempt me so. I'm curious of what this person could offer me. To be honest, the experiments I get to do here are boring. I want a challenge, maybe something better than dissecting and surgeries and other things. It's not like I
Well-
like what I do, it's just I get paid for it.
Well, looking around here, it seems that you have accomplished a lot, and your criteria could be very valuable. So how about this?
I created a blade that's sharp enough to cut circuits.
Yes,
It is-
that's excellent.
Yes. But like I said, I don't like working with the organ parts as much. But I do make some interesting things with them. I
How about-
need a persuasion check.
Take a guidance.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it. I really should have just dumped strength instead of charisma.
No, you got this. Rizm up.
Alright.
Someone else can do it for you if
Hi
need
there.
be.
Yeah, Ulla's next. That makes a lot more sense.
She's been trying to contain her anger.
Yeah.
She could be very persuasive.
Koarl really doesn't want to talk to this guy because he's about to hit him with a shatter.
Alencia is just going to cautiously put a hand on her shoulder and nods, like acknowledging her anger, and just looks back at him with a calm demeanor. So you can roll persuasion with a d4. I'll roll the
Didn't
d4,
mean to do
actually.
that.
There you go.
It's a one.
Oh, did I pick the wrong one?
No, that's
No, yes.
persuasion.
That's
I just clicked the
persuasion.
button. Oh, no persuasion today.
If you could give me your greatest feats, I'll relay it to the boss. And then, in a matter of, let's say, the rest of the day, we can have you teleported out of here.
Ooh. I'm just wondering. In technicality, Ulla, you are a sorcerer, which gives you the access to this specific feature called Magical Guidance. It allows you to reroll for free.
Okay.
Well, not free. You get to spend a sorcery point to reroll. I didn't
Okay.
consume one when I didn't post it.
Ulla is my democracy partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't actually know how to use a sorcery point not in battle.
It's just you click on it and it should eat one when you use the ability, but she
Yeah.
didn't click to use it.
I didn't eat the ability. I didn't use the eat.
You should be down to 7 out of 10.
Yeah. If you actually click
Okay,
magical guidance yourself, that will subtract it.
I don't even know what
Or
that
you
is.
subtract it
Okay.
manually. That's fine.
It should be in your features.
Either way, you get a free. Now you can re-roll. See if you get a better than a 5. I know you can do this.
Thanks.
It is better.
18
It's better.
is
It's an 18 in total.
so much better. I'm bored of this place anyways. Hops off his chair.
She will extend a hand. And it glares at Itchi to back off.
Though, I will say, I have no control of those golems. The extra hands we have down here, the failed clones, they'll still be a problem.
Really? You don't have like a kill switch for them?
No, we don't install kill switches into grown beings.
That'd be a little weird.
Yeah, I don't even think Zariah even put anything in his notes for that kind of thing, or how to do such a thing. None of us even tried that. Zariah? He's the reason we even have some of the tech we have now.
Oh, that's funny.
He created
That's funny.
Asvarians to the perfection that they are. But
He's gonna lurch back a little hearing that.
But unfortunately, we had a mad king who thought they were abominations trying to kill him. Crazy fucker. That king is gone. I'm sad to see that there isn't as many Asvarians as there once were. They would have turned the tides of the battle tenfold
Yeah.
if we would have been able to keep them all.
Yeah, right.
By the way, what is your name?
Oh, how rude of me. My name is Avery Quinn.
I was being rude too. My name is Alencia.
Ah. Though you are of... Oh. Did you come from the Deep Core? Or were you... You guys are wearing school clothes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because we never changed.
Fair point. Aggressive gang signs. Somehow the book does.
It's supposed to be Koarl, but I mean, I guess I can give him like the emoji hands.
Hey, you got Rayman hands over there. They just appear and disappear out of nowhere.
Yeah.
My appearance may be confusing, but as part of our mission, we had to wear disguises, and that's no longer reasonable now. I'm actually a drow.
Oh. Interesting. Your disguise was off a bit. But...
she sighs and just kind of nods a little bit.
Oh. Don't mind it. I'm a different... I technically come from the ones who created your kind anyways.
Uh-huh. Well,
Though, unlike my kind, I would not consider descendants lesser than the originals. At least that you can be not afraid of. I always thought the thought of being a superior race to another was kind of silly anyways. Good riddance of the courts being gone.
So is that racist?
I agree. We can put aside any sort of superiority. It's a fruitless topic. But
he'll point to the desk. There should be a key card on the desk there. Should open the door ahead, but feel free to fuck about with my lab. Just don't blow anything up.
we will be very careful as she glances to the rest of her party.
Byron will raise his hand. Could you point at anything specifically that has a chance to blow up so we don't do that?
They point at the thing in the middle of the room.
Alright.
That thing can explode. And it won't be a good one. I'm pretty
Yes.
sure this area and plus a couple miles will be all under
Is it the same as the thing that leveled Zariah's place last time we were there?
Ooh.
I don't
He's
think
asking the
so.
party, not him.
I don't recall. I don't recall
I
an
mean,
explosion due
we never
to.
saw it. We just knew it was like some kind of emergency measure.
Oh well,
We don't have
I'll
anything
say-
as extravagant as Zariah's countermeasures and paranoia. That is just a energy condenser. It's holding a lot of magic, and if it stops condensing and holding that magic, it stops condensing and kerplodes.
we would not want that.
Yes.
Explodes everything, teleports everyone out.
We can fast track this, but Alencia is going to talk to Avery pretty much, essentially in private, and it's like an interview, while the rest can investigate.
So Avery will point at this door. The key card will also open up that door, and if you want to see what's in there, there's a few tanks with stuff in them. But that's also where the spare scientists are. They're in there. And, they're a little cuckoo. I can kind of work with them, but if they don't recognize you and haven't been taught to recognize you, they'll attack you on sight. They're meant to be sort of bodyguards. Silly, right? I left them in a different room and left myself alone, right?
Mhm.
As soon as those scientists turn on you, those golems will start too. I don't have control of them, Errolor does. Yeah.
Are they just supposed to respond at any sort of danger?
I think we can get away
Danger
with
to any
just-
one of the scientists in the room, and even though it's the scientists that started the fight, they're going to, because they can't recognize you as anyone, they're gonna just assume that you're the aggressors. Logically, these things are very poor constructs. I wish we had some of the golems I saw during the war. Those are incredible. Yeah, anyways.
But basically, what he's saying is, no matter what, the golems, if they see any sign of threat, they'll.
Yeah, you guys will start a fight,
don't.
which is supposed to happen anyway.
Probably.
It's going to happen anyway because we go fuck with the clones or something.
She will continue her interview process, basically saying like, how much are you getting paid? What can you do? What knowledge do you have? And how much we can take from this room. And then after that's over, she'll use her sending stone to call Rakond without using his name, and sort of gauge his interests on a scientific body.
Right?
Before that actually happens, she would want to try to have a private conversation with you.
With me?
Yes.
All right.
Alright.
And then when
One
you guys
moment.
have a private conversation, I'll have one with Avery too.
Yes. He is also well aware of our superior. Anyway,
It's getting a little hard to breathe in my room because all I smell is smoke. I need to go get some oxygen because I actually think I can't, like, every time I breathe in, I don't feel like I'm breathing and it's starting to
Oh.
hurt.
Getting hazy,
So
then
I'm
take a
gonna be
breather.
right back and go take some oxygen. Oh my god, there's
You might have a carbon monoxide leak.
Oxygen.
Smelling smoke probably isn't a good sign of anything, especially if smoke isn't there. Unless I'm
yes,
wrong.
Itchi.
Really considering what you just said to him.
I am not a good liar.
No offense, but a man like that should be killed. I get what you're trying to do. I get you're trying to get him on our good side. maybe a potential recruit for Recon, yes. But a man like that, and I know it sounds very hypocritical for me to say, committing to look over to the
Sorry.
table. That
I'm sorry for the coughing.
You're good.
you might be having a carbon monoxide leak, Nikki, if you're like having a really difficult time to breathe.
My family burnt something.
That would explain it. It's probably traveling down to where you are.
It did. My basement has a layer of smoke.
If you have any windows, you really do need to crack them open.
I don't have any windows down here to open. And the one next
Can
to
you-
my bedroom. I'm pretty sure that's where the spider is. I really
Yeah.
don't want to
It's our
reach my
job to help
hand
this
into
guy.
that
Look,
I want to
window.
just cut our losses.
Look, Andy is just
I also don't think that window can crack open. It's one of those basement windows that's just a window with no sliding. It's an old house. So we don't have those fancy sliding windows in this house. I think we have. No, none of the windows in this house open up except for. No, yeah, none of them do.
But you at least need to get a fan then.
Yeah,
as I was saying.
my family has fans blowing, trying to get it out of the house, but they didn't create enough of an air tunnel.
As I was saying.
Yar.
I know it may be a bit hypocritical for some of the things that they've done, but like I said, a man like that should not be allowed to live. Can't believe you're really even considering sending him to Recon.
I do appreciate your moral code, as it were. You've grown a lot since we've last worked together. I too have a moral code, and that includes applying fairness to all, regardless of how apathetic or distasteful they may seem. And he is certainly both of those things. I'm not here to weigh the crimes of a scientist versus an inquisitor, but as someone who is both useful and willing to work in a different environment that isn't so cruel and draining and harmful to others, including your family, which I'm aware of, I still want to see the best of Rakond and his cause, and how he can turn those who may have otherwise been locked up or killed for little reason than a harsh paladin like smite of justice. I don't go that extreme. That's too much for me. I'd much rather talk first and gauge his competence. I don't think he wants to hurt people. I think he just has to.
Two things.
Who pays the bills?
One, that's admirable, but you really shouldn't take his words as face value. And yes, you may conduct whatever sort of questionnaire. But if a man like that has been doing this for a long time, trust me, you don't want that kind of person.
If
And
he's
second,
been okay.
if you think Rakan's mission is admirable, the best way to make sure it stays admirable is to not let it be poison. and letting someone like him, even as small, once that starts to grip him, there's no going back, Alencia. Take it from a basilisk. So, fucking little spittle of fucking poison. Yeah,
What are you spraying?
I'm not spraying it. It's like it was for the analogy.
Sorry. I'm just gonna interrupt you a moment, just for a tiny excerpt. Ulla, you stand in front of a statue that looks like it's depicting a king of some kind, one with long ears, and seems to be a mage of some kind. Perhaps he was important in this continent's past. To the ones who are part of the Scalect Dominion's history and understand the history, you would instantly recognize that statue as Urian, and he's holding open a portal that looks like a hellish portal, and a portal that seems to be partially inactive, but seems to be seeping shadows. There are
That's
several
exactly what
crates
we
and
looked over
boxes that seem to be locked up, and some of them seem to be open. One side of the wall also has hazmat suits and some sort of device that seems to be powering these portals. Over on the other side, next to Itshi and Alencia, seems to be a sort of medical table that has a skinned body on it. And medical tools out on display ready to go for whatever the fuck. There's also this door here with a keypad next to it, obviously for the key card. Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
So, I understand what you're saying. And if I did not have the level of trust that I do in Rakond throughout all these years, I probably would not just send any random Joe Schmo to his estate with little to no evidence that they could be trusted. And whether or not this will work in the long term is, of course, up to Rakond himself. And in that we are in the field and he's not, we also have a level of control and a sense of judgment of whether or not someone is fit to be in that kind of environment. I imagine, and this may sound a bit backhanded, but imagine the worst person in that guild house and think about if they're any better or worse than this individual right here. Do you really think Rakond can't handle someone like him?
What house?
Sorry, I'm mixing up words. Like the place that we're have meetings and the general area surrounding it.
Oh, the keep.
The keep, yeah, we'll call it the keep. Not only am I saving his life, points at him, but he could be useful to us. And beyond that, it means the experiments down here will stop. I see a lot of positives in this, personally. There could also be the possibility that Rakon says no, and we don't have to send him anywhere.
Then what do you tell him when he says, if Rakan says no?
And we kill him.
To be honest, I'm not sure. This was a tactic to delay any sort of fighting. And I would wish and I would hope that we would not have to resort to that. But I would threaten incarceration personally. Or I could just let him leave. But I don't think he wants that. So I'm trying to appeal with what he wants first and foremost, and I definitely don't want to give his hopes up. Still, I would like to offer the best I can to individuals who need it and can benefit from it.
Then we will see.
We will see.
Alright, what's everybody else doing?
Before everyone comes back over here, I'd be having a small conversation with Avery. You just kind of like keep him occupied on small talk. It's like you seem to have gone through a lot of Zariah's own notes. Why do you say the Asvarians could have turned the tide in a situation like that?
Thank goodness I caught that.
I would have repeated.
Well, I worked alongside him. I wasn't exactly the mastermind behind the Asvarians, but I was a helper in the creation of. I created the vats they were created in, the fluid that kept their growth and regeneration going.
Oh. You made them sturdy. Seemed like I've met a few of them. They seem like a bit of battle junkies.
Unless my ears are deceiving me, I can hear 2 heartbeats.
I mean, there's plenty of us in here, aren't there?
Yes, but you're close enough to me that I can make a better distinction now.
My,
I have sharp ears. There's a reason for it, though. You have to be able to hear most things.
all right. If we're gonna level, then fine. He'll kind of just hold out his arms, and then his wings will come out from underneath his cloak.
By the way, while this is happening, Alencia is pretending to look inside her pocketbook, and is just looking at Biran in case something happens, or if he is out of topics, then she can step in.
Fair enough. Itshi, are you looking at this wonderful looking sword?
Yes.
Most of the blade is made out of metal, except for the blade itself. It's made out of something. It sparks with energy when you touch it, and you're not even sure if it can really cut. You're not sure what it's supposed to cut. But then you remember him exclaiming about something that has to do with killing circuits or destroying them. This is basically a basic katana, or longsword, but it's able to be, well, it can disable magic, or magic coming out of a mage. temporarily or permanent, depending on how badly you hit them.
Literal
So-
Mage Slayer.
It's not exactly a mage slayer.
And it stores that magic in the blade. Magic Stealer.
Yeah, I'll pick a. I assume he's not going to complain if we start looting shit. So I'm
He
just gonna take it.
literally just said that he doesn't give a fuck.
Ah, yeah. Doink.
Don't tell Ulla about that sword. She'll lose her mind.
Ooh, I have to go back to travel map. Where?
Hey, Koarl,
Aha!
what are you doing over there?
Don't worry about me.
What do you mean, don't
Already
worry
in the
about you?
doorway.
Don't worry about me. I've been preparing the spell this entire time. Don't worry.
That's fair.
I imagine Hop just like hopping on top of these like
Boy,
cryo
these make
chambers.
my
He's like,
feet cold!
there's a dead guy in here. Hop's the next one.
He
There's a dead
can't
guy in here too.
see!
He can imagine.
So in actuality, see both these freezers is supposed to be like a few different sets of magical circuits of varying sizes, and several different internal organs in the other one, ranging from hearts, livers, lungs, all keeping at a pace, I guess. Yeah. So, is that all your questions? Or is there more?
Well, I mean, I just revealed to him that I'm an Asvarian. I mean, he
Oh,
probably
right,
figured that
right.
out already. Saw my wings come out.
I won't have to worry about you having an urge to beat me up or fight me, right?
Well, I mean, take 2 steps in the wrong direction, you can find out. But I'm not. But I'm not like the other ones.
Good. I heard that some have gone and found a Zarya or two and gotten that removed. But I only hear that is rumors. From my look at the logs and things, I think Zarya is dead. And I think it's just his clones hanging around.
Well, I've definitely met a clone, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've never met the real one.
Typical.
Wouldn't know if I did, honestly. But I can tell
There
you,
is
I
a way to
definitely.
tell.
Oh,
Yes. The regular Zarya hated his scales and removed them. That is how you can tell who the original is they don't have any scales like they once did.
I mean, couldn't a clone do the same thing? I mean, cosmetically.
Yes, but it's not a thought that crosses through their mind.
Oh,
Zarya
Well, I don't
was
know.
very careful when he created his clones. I don't even know if the clones create clones of themselves. That would be nuts.
yeah,
Byron
my kind of
shudders
branch.
thinking about the other labs and realizing,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Asvarians being treated or anything. I'm not one of those cases. Mine's a little bit more, say, tragic, I guess.
Raises an eyebrow. What do you mean?
I used to be I think I used to be. He puts his hand down to show size. Used to be about this tall and fluffy with long ears.
You were a myriad.
Yeah, at one point. Well, things happened.
He adjusts his bifocals and squints, looking you up and down. And then looking at your staff. I was gonna say your staff seems a wee bit short for your size.
I grew it out a bit, but it's, yeah, it used to be for a smaller statured fella.
Interesting. Then
Let's
how
say me
did
and the
this happen?
Let's say me and the Inquisitors don't exactly get along for that reason.
Ah. Inquisitors bully me every once in a while. But that's just because I am a mage of some kind, and they don't take too kindly to mages that are not of the Von Shadras.
Oh yeah, no, that killed me.
Killed you?
Yeah,
Ah. I think I'm understanding. You are reincarnated.
I had a ring on me, and I didn't think I'd have to use it so soon, I guess, but I'm glad I had it. And now I'm like this.
Ah, you must have found one of those strange, cursed magic items that grant you life once again. Or maybe you found something that wasn't cursed, and you got lucky.
Well, I mean,
The previous
I
king
couldn't
tried
lie.
to find such things to prevent his own death. But as fortunes tell tales, fate is hard to run away from. Whether it happens right that moment or later on, it's bound to happen. At least from my understandings of it. He saw his own death. But on multiple occasions, he kept trying to prevent it. But as fate closes in, more and more times, it will close in on you. Hard to escape fate.
I guess so.
But that's my understanding of the way I seen things. I think knowing one's ending or fate tends to drive another mad. So such thing is not necessary.
Well, that's about all I had a question for him. Also, depending on how the situation goes here, if he's actually going to be, you know, an ally or not. Right now, he's just passive.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him and still be within distance that I can.
Alencia, as you
if
walk
he tries.
past, you see a nice few pairs of pair of knuckle dusters. But
Do
they look like bricks that you can put your finger
Yeah.
holes into.
They
my
they
God.
don't seem rather dexterous.
Oh, they work with dexterity. They're finesse weapons, technically.
Really?
Yes. They're actually weapons meant for people who want to use their fists or monks. Oh.
I don't know if Hop can use these while still being barehanded.
They're as big as him.
But
I
if
will
I
say.
think
anything,
he
you should
can-
take them because
He can technically use them.
on top of his already cracked different damage type.
It would use his fists would be separate things from the weapon.
Okay.
So you should probably use them, Alencia.
Well, I still use various weapons, so.
Oh, that's
But
true.
either
Still
way,
do stuff, but-
I don't know if they can be used in a flurry of blows. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, they can. I'm pretty sure.
And can I hold a weapon while wearing these?
Usually, you
Yes.
still have use of your fingers, like you can grip things while you're holding them. It'll just be kind of awkward. But a
The
scythe
finger
kind of has a
guards.
pole arm.
Yeah. Alencia is more of a kicker, but she does appreciate better uses of various things. But she is just gonna do a double take and just look at it very obviously.
They look like they would hurt.
Well, these are more akin to a thug, but those do look quite nice.
Oh.
And-
Enchanted weapons. But they're strange. It seems anyone can really use them, but I'm not very good with my fists, as maybe one other might be. Alright. You have found a Fist of Atari, or Atilatari, which is the god of progress and risk. The reason why they have these weapons is just it's there's a dumb reason. These weapons will they deal 2d4 bludgeoning plus 2 because they're plus 2'd. They also deal an extra 1d8 force, and they actually have worst crits. As in, if you deal a crit with this weapon, it deals extra crit damage. So these things are hurty. Hi, puppy! Hello!
These are really good in a pinch, actually. May I try them on?
By all means. As I said,
And
I don't need anything in here.
she'll slip them on very curiously. Anyway, and she'll put those away in her bag and return to her usual demeanor.
Does this sword actually have an item? Or
Yeah. I just don't have it at the moment. Sorry. I had a
Alright.
bunch of other things I was making, but I will have it made for you. Don't worry. You will have to
So once again-
attune to it.
So once again, she'll return to her interview process, just being like, she'll do the math on like what he was being paid originally and what kind of fields he would be useful in the keep, and noting down his personality traits, and then basically his feats as well of what he's accomplished in this laboratory, and as well noting the biggest thing in the room, which is the big mana machine. And after she's gotten all that down, she's going to be like, "All right, thank you," and I'll give him a call. He may not answer right away, but we do have other business regardless. And she'll step back and take out her sending stone and be like, I don't know what time of day it is, but good morning.
Most likely.
She was like, basically, good morning. We have an individual named Avery Quinn. They seem to be a scientist. We are pulling them out of an environment where they experiment on human beings, but he has more of an apathetic reaction to that sort of thing. And he wouldn't mind being put in a situation that could help our cause and the keep. whether it be weapons or magic through science. And she will list off the things he's done. She will basically give his appearance and what he's like, and reminded him that he doesn't know anything about us. And then we'll say, please get back to me at your earliest convenience, and we will know what we should do with him. And she puts it away.
Itchi. Oh yeah, athletics is fine if you're trying to pull open the crates and stuff.
+1. I'm pretty sure. Right, is that how it works? Yeah, a +1 to that. It's a 26. How many do you want me to make?
Alright, 25. You break open a few crates, you find
26
vials.
technically.
Yes, you find vials and various other things within these chests. Various potions, basically. Holy fuck. The smoke is finally somewhat gone. It still is. If I breathe too deeply or sharply, I guess, kind of hurts. There's hazmat suits on the wall, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All these steam golems we're doing are like making sure this thing is working
Understandable.
correctly.
Any noteworthy potions in these chests or no?
Yes. There is big healing potions. Well, if you're just gonna be taking them, just let me know, because I'll just slap them in your inventory. I'm sorry I didn't put any loot chests on the map this time.
It's fine. I was gonna just say throw them in the party inventory.
Oh, that works too. And coming to the party inventory. Le boop. Le boop.
It's a potion of longevity.
Lower your age. Isn't a joke.
This combat's taking too long. Kicks Golem.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm not even. I didn't even move my character. I'm just like this. It's taking too long for us to get into combat. Kicks Golem. Fuck you.
What is potion of maximum power?
Oops. Wrong one. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, okay. I know how I can do this. There we go. There's also, as I said, a gun-like device on the table, too. Yeah, he's, like, stepped away from the desk. He doesn't care what you guys do to it. This isn't his place anymore. He says he's gonna get paid by someone else, possibly. He's still thinking about it, but he also doesn't care.
Should look at it.
What are you doing over there, Ulla?
I press the trigger and it creates a sort of cone of frozen mist. It kind of puts like ice and everything on the crates and stuff. You have found a cryo thrower. A cryo thrower. Cryo. I spelled it wrong. I typed in Cairo.
I mean, if you could throw Cairo, that's a pretty strong lift.
I know, right? Yeah, basically you have a flamethrower that does cold instead of fire. And it takes canisters, which there are canisters in the box.
Hey, Kitty, what are you doing over there?
I was waiting for Nikki to ask.
She's planting the bomb.
She's just examining everything.
Planting the bomb. What do you mean?
I don't need to plant a bomb. I can make my own bomb.
Bombs defuse. Rebels.
You
win.
are the bomb.
Exactly! Drink one of these dragon potions. There you go.
See, I get it. I'm down with whatever. Okay. Alright. These things you will... let's go with a special. Destroy on empty. Okay. The Cairo thrower comes with something in your inventory called big cans. Basically, one use of those recharges the 5 uses of the Cairo thrower. And essentially, you have 25 cone shots at the moment. No, wait. No, you have 30 because there's one in the chamber.
I don't like this.
You got your scythe that deals cold. You
And
got
a cone,
a
yeah.
flamethrower. Or cold Cairo thrower. Cryo.
I like it.
These oh, yeah. You inspecting the crystal there? You make an Arcana check if you'd like.
Sure, but I wanted to, Ulla and Koarl have been doing nothing, so I don't know what if they're doing anything.
Yeah, I don't know what
Trying to throw.
I think
You
Koarl
was
said.
trying to learn about the gates. I've just been waiting for my turn.
Oh, the gates?
But
yes, Arcana.
Yeah.
What's your blood? You're draconic bloodline. Okay.
Yes, I'm cold. I'm a cold one. Silver.
Arcana check, Ulla?
I wasn't sure if it was my turn or not.
No,
Don't worry about her. You just go.
use
I
your
cut everyone else off.
charisma for. They're literally just inspecting a single stone on a desk. It's smaller than the portals you're under.
Take my inspiration. No, roll better.
Okay. Nope.
What? What?
All right, this is where you use your magic.
Yeah, you can magical guidance yourself if you'd like and re-roll again.
Sure.
There
you
we
go.
go. Ayo. Then I also gotta add a plus. So it's not -2, so it'd be 20. 22. They, is it 22? Right?
I think I forgot to switch
No.
over that last one.
Wait a minute. 16 plus 4 plus 4. No, that'd be 24. I'm retarded. Okay. Okay, 24 is even better. The portal on the right is inactive, but you believe it would go directly to somewhere in the Shadowfell. You're not sure of why they specifically have a place going to the Shadowfell, but it is inactive. However, the other one seems to go to somewhere in the Hells. Potentially, this is probably, knowing that it's the Von Shadras and what you've been learning about them, is they deal with creatures of different kinds, aberrations, fiends, stuff like that. And so many deals as such is that some of their children have been cursed with infernal blood.
She's gonna shake her head
Yeah.
in disappointment.
The portals seem to be two ways, but only for humanoids and not for creatures on the other side.
She's gonna remember this place.
I've gone loopy through the smoke. Yeah, possibly.
But like she's gonna make note of it.
Awesome. Hop sticks his tongue out, hits the freezer, gets stuck. Just kidding. Was there? Well. Itshi, that crystal right there in front of you
Yeah.
wouldn't have exploded or blinded you or whatever.
Is it what kind of
It's-
crystal is it?
He was making it. It seems to be a malformed realm shard. Basically a realm shard in the midst of being created or made. Usually it's through natural means, but it seems this person is trying to force it into a realm shard of some kind.
I see. What's the research over here looking like?
Well, at first you don't see any research notes as you see a well-illustrated magazine of pin-up girls.
Yoink. Got you with that one.
Okay. He pulls out a pack of something, pulls out a little stick, puts it in his mouth, and lights it. And then there's a tablet on the table that seems to have some research notes in it. Because most of the... What's really funny is most places that you've been to, they've normally written things in Abyssal. But because this guy's an elf, and an old one, he chose Sylvan.
Which I know.
Yes, so I know your character has a lot of languages. Oh, fuck. Yeah, breathing all the smoke is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's really bad, man. You should get a fan in your room.
Yeah. We'll call this session for the Fire and Flames. Sorry. Don't take deep breath. On their research notes, they were trying to recreate a Shadowfell realm shard using to activate the portal properly. They need a stabilized realm shard to keep the portal active. At least that's what it says in the notes. The other notes is crafting a weapon through mushing together circuits until it became malleable, which took 47 tries. Also, the realm shard one, he's currently on attempt 97. Every other one was failure.
This is basically the closest he has gotten so far.
It seems so. But then you guys interrupted him. Not your fault. Not your fault.
I have to. Is there some device that I can store this information on? Because I would like this information.
You can just steal the tablet.
Yoink.
That has all the research note. Okay, there we go. Tablet of
There's also the
research
invention
notes
of writing stuff
acquired.
down.
Invention of note and paper.
What about Byron?
What about Byron? Do you just have a fuckload of parchment and stuff on you?
Oh, I have tons of stuff.
That's awesome.
Alencia
Oh yeah,
is
your
very-
scroll case full of notes and stuff.
Yeah, and I need to make more use of my that 3D star chart I have. But since it's, a little different, it's not exactly lined up. It's like I have to counter use it against the current stars.
Yeah.
Alencia still has her pocketbook since she met you guys and is almost done with it, but she still keeps rather brief, pinpointed notes, kind of like
Her writing's
PowerPoint.
gotten a teensy bit smaller to save
Yes.
for room.
Yes, it's her handwriting has somehow got worse over time.
I was gonna make a joke saying that she's flipped the book upside down and is now writing on the other side of the page.
Yeah. I mean, other than the device in the middle, I think I've checked everywhere. Or we have collectively.
Well, there's a few more crates on the other side of the room.
Alright, we can look there. This is all just stalling for time for our friend the Master to respond.
Yeah.
Koarl, what are you doing?
They'll probably respond next session. Or by next session if you DM them what you said and stuff. So no problem. They're just currently right now occupado by sleep. Yeah.
I think you would put it into words better because
Yeah, that's
we,
fine.
we sort of fast tracked it.
I can do that. That's no problem at all.
Yeah.
Koarl? Hey, you there? Huh? Huh?
All right. In these crates, you find several tools, utensils, and things to use in a lab. You can give yourselves alchemy, poisoner, healer kits.
Oh,
Each or just like one set of each?
Oh, plenty of each. So yes, you can
uh,
each or grab one of each of the tools I just said, or just one of the few.
You could just go for a lot of money when
you said healer's kit. What else?
alchemist, healers, poisoner kit.
Okay, I'll take the poisoner's kit.
Or no, she said we can each just have one.
Yeah, I have the rest.
What?
I have a healer's kit and an alchemist kit.
Herbalism kit?
Oh, herbalism. That's I can't tell if I'm proficient or I have it.
So you said alchemist supplies, healer's kit, poisoner's kit.
Okay, so I am proficient in herbalism, but I just don't have it on my inventory, so I'll take it.
Like I didn't get that wrong, right? Alchemist supplies, healer's kit, and herbal or poisoner's kit. Or was it herbalism kit?
Healer's kit and herbalism. All of them.
Oh no. Okay, that's two different things now.
All
So-
of
Yes,
them.
a
is what-
herbalism and a healer's kit are two different things.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I was
And then
just-
there's also a poisoner's kit and an alchemist kit.
Oh, so
Yes.
there's 4 different types of kits.
Yes.
Okay.
I put them all in your inventories, but Alencia had 3 out of 4 of them, so the only one
Yeah.
I had to add was
Herbalism.
the herbalism and the poisoners, I think.
Yeah.
You're proficient with herbalism? That's funny.
Yeah. Somehow did not make much use of that.
I take one of each, despite not having proficiency yet.
That's fine. I like using tools. Always good to have spares. Yeah.
Itchi, would you like to explore the rest of the sewers briefly?
No, why would we? Our main objective is that, but
Pardon?
we're here for the Von Shadra, and to get to them, we go through that big door over there.
I understand. But there are places we haven't checked yet.
Oh, okay, maybe sure we can go check that room. I don't. No offense. With my enlarged size, going through the sewers is a bit cumbersome. There's a lot of hanging pipes.
Yes, I just would regret personally that we went down one side of a forked path and not check the others. That's just my thought process.
Well, you're quite faster than me if you wish to go explore it real quick.
All right, I will do that. Everyone else can keep watch. And let's see it goes on a solo adventure.
I don't know, maybe take Koarl with you.
I'm sure you might have fun, so sure. She'll look back and yell out for Koarl. He's busy doodling, so.
Oh. Doodle doodle.
Peek around.
Okay. Each of the different forks in the pathway, they do lead to other passages and sewers, leading it out of the Von Chandra estate in different directions. Probably heading towards other areas. It doesn't matter. At the edge of the water here and here, sorry map, here and here, Alencia, you will see bubbling coming from it, each side. Bubbling means oxygen of some kind.
Okay,
Or
so
something filling up with water that had air in it.
right. That's the most curious thing so far. So she'll continue going. Like she'll probably walk for another 5 minutes before, assuming that these all just wind to various different places.
After a little while of walking, you do hear voices further in the distance. And it sounds similar to other Inquisitor, or you assume, based on the way you hear the voices and stuff. One voice sounds demanding, while the others sound like underlings to them. So you think there's like a group of individuals down here? But based on the territory, you assume it's probably the Inquisitors running around the sewers rather than other things. Do you investigate the bubbles when you come back?
Yeah.
Okay. Yay! You investigate, and it's so strange. You find a pair of gloves.
Interesting.
And they're they're grasping a scroll.
Ooh, wait. She's going to use the end of her broom to sort of catch it on the inside of the glove and lift it up.
You're holding up the pair of gloves.
She's holding up one of the gloves, the one that had the scroll in it.
Yep.
With the broom end.
These gloves are very fancy with strange writing on them. And then you feel a tickle in the back of your mind as if something was trying to attempt to talk to you again.
She'll open her mind again, not saying anything.
You found it. What schmuck threw these just in the sewers? How rude. If you clean them off, I'm sure they'll do you do you quite good justice.
She will fish out the other glove as well, place it on the ground. And let me look. Do I have? Yes, I do. I'll use prestidigitation to clean them.
Sounds good.
She'll wait for any nonsensical comments before closing her mind again.
Behold, loves that are able to touch the minds of anyone you feel fit.
She'll look at them more closely.
These gloves have... they're strange. It almost looks like it only goes around the ring finger and the middle finger. The part of the glove. And it's almost like semi-translucent other pieces. Looks kind of fancy. Though, along those fingers, on each of them, there are runes carved, almost like written in all along the fingers. Like, top to... like as if the whole finger is covered in a tattoo that's just runes. It's on both fingers of the glove that there's runes.
Okay. I'll see if her basic book learned arcana knowledge will tell her anything.
Not bad. You look and inspect these gloves. Though magic in nature, this isn't magic you've ever really dealt with, being the honest person you are. You believe this has something to do... you understand it at least enough that you think it has some sort of manipulating magic, but you're not fully certain.
Okay. Do these require like attunement?
Ooh. No. You don't think they do?
Does she think that there is perhaps some risk in putting these on?
Potentially. The mysterious guy in the bag keeps saying that you're finding his things. And they're
Okay.
related to him, and whether or not you trust the elf in your bag, that's up to you.
He's never really heard her inner monologue, but she accidentally starts thinking of something and says, I should talk to Itchi about this.
Ishi? What?
And then she closes her mouth.
Oh, then realizes. Oh.
Yeah. And she's going to keep going down this hallway for the same amount of time and see if there's any voices as well.
You go down that hall for a while, and eventually it just you end up getting getting next to a wall or a closed off part of the sewer.
All right. She will head back to the group.
You investigate the bubbles on this side too.
Oh, there's both sides. That's right. Yeah. Absolutely. Bubbles. Hello, crocodile. That's intimidation. That's not investigation. Da, 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 da.
I mean, you rolled the same thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
So, as you reach down, and pull it out,
Pull what out? Sorry.
you pull out a strange, tiny creature. It's so hard to tell what it may have been, as now it's like covered in whatever growth on it, but it looks like it was small to tiny sized creature, and there seems to be chains, and as you pull up the chains, it's tied to bricks in rocks.
Okay. Well, she's going to pick up the chain to lift the creature out of the water.
Okay.
And then she's going to prestidigitation the creature.
Alright. It doesn't change. It still stays the same.
So,
And then you hear a small voice go, "Is my punishment over?" As you see its mouth, or you see the garbage and whatever that's covering it, realizing that, oh, wait a minute. It starts to suck in all of the garbage that was around it, and it starts to dissolve almost instantly. You have picked up some sort of slime creature that's slightly sentient. It looks at you with its green bulging eyes, each different sizes, not of his own, and then you realize, oh, those are glass eyes. They don't need eyes to see, they're just being silly. They aren't a slime. This isn't a plasmoid. I need to clarify. This is just a sentient slime. Well, what's your name, pretty lady?
Alencia is flabbergasted, not expecting this whatsoever. My apologies, and she'll rest him on solid ground and say, "My name is Alencia. I've stumbled upon you, it seems."
Oh, sorry if I made you trip then.
No worries. You said punishment. Who's punishing you?
Boss. Boss man. Boss man with big knife. Scary knife.
Is he really your boss, or just...
He told me to call him boss, so he boss.
And why do you do what he says?
Yeah, his glass eyes stare at you for a moment. Huh. I've never pondered this question before. There was a choice?
Let me ask you, do you know what you are?
Yes. I am boss's footrest and fetcher of goods. But I did it bad and ate some of the goods.
Okay. Do you know who your boss is? Like, what's his name?
Eeyore.
Eeyore. And
Part of
does he have...
you thinks about that for a moment. You think he meant Ilor. Yeah, Irelor. But he said Eeyore. You don't think he really understands how things are pronounced or said. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Ilor. And this Ilor, is he human?
As far as I could tell, he is something of the matter.
And is he surrounded by other humans?
Good question. He stares at you for a bit. Sometimes not. If he's in the house, he's by himself, unless the kids are home. Down here, though, where I'm punished, there's plenty of people. At least in that lab.
Oh, okay. So, above the sewers is a house where a man lives named Ilor.
I have no idea how big that house is. I've been in so many rooms. I get confused. Too many halls.
Would you consider yourself to be a familiar?
I am familiar with the surroundings.
Were you magically created?
Perhaps.
How do I ask these questions?
If he's an actual familiar, you would ask him if he knows about the dream and if he's from there, because all familiars are from the dream unless certain circumstances.
The other term for them is dream guide.
Yeah, dream guide.
Are you familiar with the dream?
Ooh. I am.
Do you
That's
know how
a
you got?
wonderful place I like to bounce around in. But I haven't been there since Boss Man.
Okay. Well, what a difficult moral country. What the fuck?
This is
Well,
this is what it's all about.
I hope he's not mistreating you, other than leaving you chained down here.
I probably deserved it. I did eat a lot of whatever strange dust he keeps on his desk.
Do you know what he does? Usually?
He talks to people, uh, slices people up, puts things in people. Ow. That kind of stuff.
Right.
And if worse comes to worse, he will stab them.
Other people.
Oh yeah, I've seen him get mad a few times. Some Inquisitors are not too fond of him.
Oh. Okay. So just to be clear, he does things to other people like him? Other humans?
Humans, strange salamander people, elves, strange people with big ears, strange people with pointy big ears and a floofy tail. rock people.
How long has he been doing this for?
Oh, fuck. He looks up at you. I have no idea what time it is any time of the day. Nor what day it is. No clue. Long time, I think. Probably long before he put me in services.
Probably. Would you put it in the 100-day cycles or 1,000?
Hmm. I don't... Hmm. Well, without punishment, I would say he slept about... over 100 times? But then he's left me down here for God knows how long. Sometimes.
I
So
see.
give or take a few 20 more, maybe. I'm not
How
good
would you
with math.
How would you feel if he didn't come down here again to free you?
I'd be happy, because then I wouldn't be punished again.
Well, how about this? And she world breakers the chain off.
Easily. Whoa.
You won't have to be punished if you aren't near him.
Fair point. Thank you, pretty lady.
It is no problem at all, but if he ever finds you again, we've never met, okay?
Whatever you say, pretty lady.
Try to get
I
as
don't
far
even
away
know
from
your
him.
name.
I told you my name is Alencia.
Alright. I'm Bob.
Hello, Bob.
Bob.
You don't need to remember my name, and we'll never see each other again.
Oh. That's okay.
I
I don't know if you told me it yet.
Please take him with you, Alencia. Please.
This
I'll-
creature's not very smart. It is sentient, but it isn't very smart.
she'll
supposed to
point
be-
she'll point the way out of here, and then just awkwardly walk away.
Awkwardly walks away.
Please tell me it follows her.
Sweats.
Well, I'm going down the same way, but that's essentially what I told him. And then when we get to the fork, I point down south.
Right.
If he is
As
even fast.
you point, and he goes, "What am I looking at?"
You're looking at a certain
So-
direction
He's
that you move.
so as you kept going, right? He's like, "What am I looking at?"
Yes.
And he would have turned around and realized there's no one there. You distracted him for a moment to get away.
Yes, that's essentially what happened.
That is absolutely chuckle funny. Please
But-
work.
Byron, can I talk to you for a second? Oh, he's not. Hey, Byron, could I talk to you for a second?
Oh, sure.
I don't know how to explain what I. Well, I'll try. So she'll basically explain the voices that she heard on one end of the fork, and that she is almost positive that they are inquisitors. And then she also mentions the slime creature that she met, which was chained up and is pretty sure she is a familiar who described a person doing horrible things to other people, much like the experiments that we've encountered here.
He'll definitely not be surprised about the fact that people are being tortured down here and experimented on. He'll look a little confused about the slime fella.
She just shakes her head like, I don't know either.
You just you let him go. You just let him do his thing.
He said he doesn't really like being punished, so I freed him.
Well, then let's hope he doesn't get captured again. Because if he does, I mean, I'm sure he'll get punished for that. They'll
That's
probably blame
true.
him for breaking the chain.
But I'm sure he's a fan of exploring. Who knows? Just hope he doesn't explore the wrong way.
And you mentioned you pointed him the way out, so
Yes, and I'm convinced he went that direction.
Well, let's hope for him. But do some sick shit down here, huh?
They do, and there's so many in so many places that I don't even know if I want to continue without dealing with them.
Well, like the good doc over here just said, if he was expecting a delivery, we might be more pressed for time than we thought.
You brought the delivery with you, did you not? There was supposed to
We've
be
already
3 Inquisitors arriving with a snake girl.
Oh yeah, no, those guys ain't coming.
Oh, Rhindor.
Let's just say they're on.
I saw that, Nikki.
I did too.
Bob.
Uh,
Yeah,
Uh,
those
Not
guys
a
ain't
slime.
coming, and our acquisition of your package is not yours anymore.
right, we're not affiliated with them.
Koarl.
I don't think he's been here for a while.
You there? Mr. Koarl.
Egg?
Egg.
Yes,
You hear a voice, and you hear it call out, "Hey, pretty lady, which way do I go now? I'm lost."
Oh.
But it's
You
like,
cannot
you just
escape.
hear the echo of it. So you hear, "Hey, pretty lady, where do I go?" And then you, after a few seconds, you hear, "I'm so lost."
Huh?
Oh.
You have to.
Maybe it's back the way I came.
Hold on. And she quickly fast walks out of looking for the
Go-
source.
Go adopt your child right now. You can't leave him alone.
Huh?
Hello, Bob. Sorry.
Is this
I
the
had
way
to.
I came? Oh, hey. Hello, pretty lady.
y-
Have we met?
We have not met, actually. Down
Oh.
here is a door. You can go through this door, and I can conveniently lock it behind you.
Whoa.
That means that your master will conveniently not be able to find you or punish you at all either. Don't ask how I know that. We never met before.
Never thought of hiding before.
No, it's not so much hiding. You're more so exploring.
Egg, please go adopt that familiar before she locks it in there.
I can go teleport him away.
No, just adopt him, please. He's not that smart.
Alencia has been trying to hide this creature's existence from Koarl because she does not want to deal with another fucking pet.
To be fair, you did hear them calling out.
Yeah,
It's
he
like-
Koarl did hear someone go hello, echoing in the things, but
Wanders.
Hmm. I was told this door is important. I don't know
Yeah.
what for. I've only seen
well,
him open it once.
doors functionally, what they do is that they close the passage to let beings on the other side of the door not be able to get in. It's like a
Oh.
passageway.
You see him take out, you see a little pseudo tentacle come out, and he like looks like he scratches the top of his head. So what's behind this door? You showing me a prize?
And she'll sigh and turn her head, hearing Koarl come by. Hello,
Oh shit!
Koarl.
How did that thing get out of the ocean?
Who is this guy?
This guy is Bob.
Ugh. Little arms don't fail me now.
What do you think of him, Koarl?
Push. He has two arms now. Arms without fingers. They're just blobs. And he's pushing
He's got
against the
tendrils.
door.
Throws bucket on the ground, casts create water, fills bucket.
Whoa, I heard arcane words for a moment. Turns around. Oh shit. It's closer. How did the orca get out of the ocean? Ah.
You're not in any danger, Bob.
Huh? How do you know my
I know.
name?
I don't.
Are you lost?
Oh, what a good guess. That's my name.
I am very smart.
Looks
I
towards Alencia.
believe it.
Is he lost?
He
He waves. Hi,
she,
ocean friend, and... Whoa.
while he's mesmerized, I'm going to whisper in Koarl's ear and say, "This was someone's familiar that was being mistreated. I attempted to free him, but he seems to have been lost every 10 feet where he steps. So I don't know if you're interested in taking care
Some
of him."
pretty lady came over and unchained me, and then left me be. I got lost. I don't know where I am anymore.
Can I convert the water in the bucket into dream water? Question mark.
Do you
I'm
still
trying to
have
get the
some?
spell. I have plenty actually.
Oh, you want to make the spell create destroy dream water?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something you can do.
Trying to find the
All it
fucking
really
spell.
is changing a little bit of the formula. But generally, you would need a spell crafting place for that.
I mean, he's been
But-
I've
able to
done
do
it
it.
You've been
multiple
able
times
to-
before in several other areas, just as random as this.
Yes, but I was before you all of you interrupted me. I was going to say, but you're a scribe's wizard, which is a little different, and they can technically splice spells because they're special.
Where the hell is it? That was a first level spell. Why is it not on the list? Oh, there it is. Put it in the bucket.
Nice. I've seen
Ignore this.
something like you before.
I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Hold on, sorry.
It was
Sorry.
on the front of a poster, I think.
He's going to pick him up,
He had the same hat as you. Whoa.
and he's going to drop him in the bucket.
With a quick sploosh. Bloop. He floats to the top. Wow. This is some fancy water.
You can go home now if you want.
Fucking what?
You can go home.
Oh.
Yeah.
He dips in. This bucket's pretty small for a home. He's not very smart. Just bear with me, I'm sorry.
Does the teleport
My-
work across planes? Question mark.
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to do that and go to the fucking dream.
Ooh, that's fun.
Place a hand on his head.
Alright, you're teleporting Bob to the dream. Okay.
Yeah.
Bob returns to the dream.
He's free.
But he's also a potential familiar if anyone does find familiar again. So, meet Bob. Bob is a slime. He does his best. He tries his best.
His memory is so bad he resets every time you summon him. Hey, new boss. I feel
Close the
I've
page
met
for a
guy
second.
like
You-
Comes
before.
back with no one
Or
there.
maybe I haven't.
Can't believe this. Next
Double
Trov,
HP.
I just believe Next Trov is fucking broken.
Max HP, yeah.
There we go. Now Next Trov is fixed and doesn't have 30 fucking health bars over top of his fucking token.
Koarl just disappears,
He's so
walks out of his
powerful.
bucket, puts it
Who
back on
needs
his
a
head.
shield when I've got extra?
So what are we doing?
Each of my hands has its own health bar. You're only one down.
Room temperature IQ isn't even accurate. He has extreme memory problems. But it hasn't anything to do with the fact that he's a slime. It has to do with his whole backstory. He is an available companion for those who have Find Familiar. You can now know about Bob if you want to actually get Bob instead of any other familiar.
Wouldn't it be funny if you went Find Familiar and instead of what you really wanted, you got Bob?
Please just have that in. Just please have a percentile chance whenever anybody casts Find Familiar now. There's always a
You want
10% chance there's Bob.
He want Bob
Walk
to be
off
the
now.
cursed familiar.
Fucking
No, he's not a curse. He's a blessing.
It'd be really funny as if he's shared too. So like other people summon him and he just suddenly disappears. It seems my master is of need of me. What are you talking about? I'm your master. What?
This would work too because he would just constantly forget.
Or he just teleports to a new person. It's like, man, boss, you look different. What happened?
Man, boss,
What
did you put on
happened?
weight?
Where are we?
We just met. Oh, my bad. My other boss was like,
Oh.
tall, can't move his hands any further.
Yeah, just like not even halfway up his little tiny body. It's like he was like this big.
Thank you, Egg, for saving him.
You're welcome.
That was a wonderful interaction with... I wasn't sure if you're actually gonna bother with the bubbles.
I'm not.
Door stuck. Which door stuck? Oh, that door stuck. You use keycard?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm probably
Goes
gonna
back.
stop you
Goes
here.
back to chilling.
I think Nooya needs to get going here in a sec. Right? No. That was for something else. Before. I remember now. You're fine now. Nice.
Someone get into combat so we can do it next time.
Yes. If you open that door, you will start combat. Hello, he opened the door.
Oh my god, no.
Oh my god, 3 mad scientists. Oh my god, the golems are mad now.
They got
Did
them
we
What?
have
raptor
to
legs.
start
You have no
combat?
reason to be mad.
I
Are you kidding? He's steaming.
Hop can be anywhere.
He
Mira,
really can.
these 3
Let's just-
cannot be.
Let's just pretend that Hop is actually tongue frozen to that casket there, or the pod, and he just has alcohol in his pocket to pour on his tongue to free himself at any time. He's just fucking around.
Just when he gets back, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, your character decided to lick their tongue to this freezer, and it got stuck to the door." Be like, "What
This is the
fuck,
weirdest
guys?"
popsicle I've ever seen.
And then his player is like, "What? That's genius! I should have thought of that."
No, that Hop. Rains absolutely would be down for that. He's like, you kidding me? This thing was begging to be licked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was like,
That's
"That's
awesome.
exactly what I would have done."
You can't see it.
Well, I should end session here. I'm just gonna add everybody to the initiative.
Everybody know. Why does my character keep flipping? What the fuck?
Get flipped, nerd.
Sorry. Alright. Thank you all. Thank you everyone for joining us for today's session of the Scalect Civil War. And I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon, night, evening. Thank you for the follows, the new subs, the gifted subs, and the raids. They've been awesome.
That was quite a
Have
few.
yourself a wonderful night.